diaspora communities all around the world. And these communities are really important. Not least, just many of them are just ordinary Indians just trying to make a living, and so they can send money back home to keep their families out of or above the poverty line. But what it has actually, and what we've discovered, particularly in places like North America and Europe, these diaspora communities are quite powerful. They're growing. They've entered, as many of the Sikh community have. They've got involved in local politics. They've got involved in commerce, in business, in industry, in academia, etc. And when they start to push their own agenda, it starts to become an issue. And of course, we often talk about the Hindu community in North America. And of course, by that extension, I'm talking about the Hindutva agenda. And again, it's a huge issue that we directly have suffered from this Hindutva agenda, particularly in North America, because these powerful Indian diaspora communities, they have individuals working in all sorts of important places, key places. And of course, Silicon Valley being a prime example, we do know that the big tech companies, Facebook, Google, etc., they have large Indian populations working in their companies. And of course, many of those individuals report back to Hindutva, or they are essentially de facto agents of Hindutva. And as a result, they control a lot of power in these companies, which is why channels like us are shadow banned, which is why we were demonetized, etc. Because there are people in Google clearly working under the Hindutva agenda, under instructions to shadow ban channels like us. We weren't demonetized for any real genuine reason. We of course appealed, and of course that appeal got thrown out. It's because the decision makers are heavily influenced by these diaspora communities. They hold positions of influence and power, and Silicon Valley is just one example of many areas.